Hello and welcome to your yoga today. Our yoga sequence is all about releasing the tension and stress on your neck and shoulders. So as you can see, I'm on my bed, so you can do this either on a mat or your bed, whatever you have available to you today. All our positions, all our poses are going to be on the mat, so there's going to be no standing up. So just begin by allowing yourself to get nice and comfortable on your mat or your bed. Just begin to close your eyes. Just relaxing the body, relaxing the mind. So when we have tension in our neck, this can be caused from how we have our posture, maybe due to stress in our life. I don't know whether you notice that when you feel stressed, you begin to tense up your shoulders, and it causes a lot of strain on your neck, on the top of your shoulders. This can make us feel quite ill, give us headaches, cause a lot of problems for you. So just by doing this sequence, this yoga sequence, we're just releasing that tension. And if you begin to practice this just a few times, a couple of times, even if you do a couple of the exercises, you'll notice a difference, a change. Begin to bring your awareness to your breathing, feeling the rise and fall of your chest. And then gently begin to breathe in just a little bit deeper. So you're breathing into the belly, you're filling all of the lungs from the bottom all the way to the top. And exhale out. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Do this one last time. Inhale. And exhale. Just allow the breathing to fall naturally now into its own natural rhythm. We'll begin by stretching the muscles. So starting with a head roll, just beginning to roll the neck. So you're drawing a big circle with the crown of your head. Do this one more time. And then going the opposite way. Perfect, and when you reach the top, coming back into a neutral spine, I'm going to take a nice deep inhale, begin to roll the shoulders up towards the ears, so bring them up as high as you can, and as you exhale, roll the shoulder blades back and down the spine, so you bring the shoulders away from the ears. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, roll back down. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Perfect. We're going to go the opposite way. So rolling the shoulder blades up, bringing them towards the ears, and then rolling them forward. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, roll forward. Inhale. Exhale. One final time, inhale. And exhale, relax the shoulders, bringing them down away from the ears. Perfect. Take a nice deep inhale, begin to lift the hands up towards the ceiling. So we're reaching the hands up as high as you can. You can flex the fingers, so you're feeling that stretch in the hands. We're just giving ourselves a really good stretch. Just take a final breath here. And as you exhale, bring your left hand down towards your side. I'm going to bring that right hand up and over the top of your head. So we're just stretching out the right side of our body. So you want to crunch that left hip together. Don't worry about how far you can go. You may be up here, that's absolutely fine, or you may be all the way down. You want to make sure that the hips are level, so you're not lifting up to compensate, bringing that hand over. You want to keep the hips square in front of you. Take a final breath here, inhale. And exhale, bring yourself back towards the center, reaching the hands up once more, flexing the fingers. Give yourself a nice big stretch. Inhale. Exhale, let's go on to the other side. So right hand comes down, left hand comes up and over. And again, just going as far as what feels comfortable for you. So you want to, while you're in these stretches, with each exhalation, just feel that tension being released from the body. Begin to relax the muscles with each exhalation. And the more you begin to let go of the muscles, the deeper you'll be able to go into these poses. Take a final breath here, inhale. And exhale, bring yourself back towards the center. Perfect, well done. Take a deep inhale, lift the hands up once more. I'm going to interlace the fingers this time. And then press the palms up towards the ceiling. So stretch the fingers out a little bit more this time. Take a deep breath in, inhale. Exhale, we're going to begin to lean over towards your left side. Take a final breath here, inhale. Exhale, lifting back towards the center. Take a deep breath in, inhale. And exhale, coming back towards your right side. Perfect. Take a final breath here. Inhale. Exhale, coming back towards the center. Drop your hands down. Just give your arms a little bit of a shake. Your shoulders a bit of a roll. And then when you're ready, coming on to your bum, bringing your feet out in front of you. So we're going to begin by lifting up our right leg, our right foot, and place it over the top of your left knee. So we're going to come into a nice spinal twist here. Taking your left hand, we're going to take it over the top of your right knee, twisting from the belly button, placing your right hand just behind your spine. So you're really helping yourself prop up, really straighten that spine, and begin to look over that right shoulder. So you're going to feel this in the side of your leg, your glutes. Feel it in your spine, so we're warming up the spine. And just bringing the neck round as much as you can. I'm going to stay here for 3 full breaths. Perfect, and bring yourself back towards the centre. We're going to do that on the opposite side, so bringing that left foot up and over, place it over the top of your knee. Right hand comes over and hugs that left knee in towards the chest, placing that left hand close by your spine and looking over that left shoulder. We're staying here for 2 more full breaths. Well done. Come back towards your centre. Bring both feet out in front of you, placing your right foot on the inner side of your left thigh. So your right knee is coming out towards the side. We're going to inhale, begin to lift the hands up, reaching towards the ceiling. And as we exhale, I want you to begin to hinge at the hip, reaching for your foot or your ankle, your calf, wherever feels most comfortable for you. So you want to make sure that you're bending from the hip, you're not going from the spine, from the upper spine, the lower spine. If you're doing that, just bring yourself just up a little bit. Keep that spine elongated. And with each exhalation, releasing that tension, bringing yourself down further each time. Just take your time with these. There's no rush, it's not a race, it's your journey. Your body will tell you when it's ready to go further. So listen to your body. Take a final breath here, inhale, and exhale, lifting yourself back up towards the centre and going onto the opposite side. So right foot comes out, left sole of your foot comes onto the inside of your right thigh. Inhale, lift the hands up, reaching up tall, so you're really straightening that spine. And as you exhale, hinging from your hips, reaching as far as you can. And just relax those shoulders, relax the forehead down. If you begin to notice that your mind is wandering off to other places, to what you need to do that day, just really bring that attention back to your breathing. The reason we do this is because it helps us relax even more. The more we relax, the deeper we'll be able to go into these poses, the more benefit we'll feel in our body. When you're thinking about other stuff, you begin to hold on to your muscles, tense up. You don't realise you're doing it because you do it so much during the day, but when you begin to focus on that breath, you begin to relax even more. Let's take a final breath here. Inhale and exhale. Bring yourself back up nice and gently. Perfect, well done. When you're ready, coming on to your hands and knees. So we're just going to do a quick cat-cow here. So coming into a neutral position, your tabletop position. So you want to keep that core in tight, so it's helping keep that spine straight. Hands beneath your shoulders, knees beneath your hips. Taking an inhale, begin to round the spine, separate the shoulder blades. Tuck that tailbone under, tuck the chin into the chest. And as you exhale, begin to drop that belly, lifting the tailbone up, open that chest, lift the chin. Inhale, round the spine. Exhale. Let's do this 2 more rounds. Inhale, round the spine, separate the shoulder blades. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Perfect. Come into your neutral position, your neutral spine. And from this position, our tabletop position, we're going to go into our variation of our downward dog. So just keeping the knees beneath your hips, just like the puppy pose, we're just going to bring the hands out. But rather than bringing that chest all the way down, we're just going to bring the forehead down. So you're just creating that nice triangle shape with the body. So we're just easing into this pose. You're going to feel a nice stretch. So this is an excellent alternative if you struggle with doing the puppy pose. It's quite a deep stretch when we go into our puppy pose. So it almost warms up the shoulders, this does. Perfect. Take a final breath here. Inhale. And as you exhale, I want you to gently move into your puppy pose. So keeping the hips above your knees. So just make sure that everything is in line. And you're going to drop that chest all the way down towards the mat or your bed. And bringing the hands out, reaching forward. You can either place your forehead on the mat, or if you want to intensify this stretch a little bit more, just place a chin, prop the chin up onto your mat. Perfect. Take a final breath here. Inhale. And as you exhale, begin to gently come on to your forearms, dropping the belly down on to the floor or your bed. I'm going to come into our crocodile pose. So bring in your hands. So we're just going to place our head in our hands, So just relaxing here, and I want you to really let go of the head. So you're not holding onto the muscles in your neck. I really want you to let go. So it's just your hands which are holding on to your head. And then from this position, we're going to move into our Sphinx pose. So bringing the forearms flat on the ground, we're just going to lift the body up a little bit. So this is just warming up, stretching out the spine Open that chest up. A great pose if you've been sat at your desk or you've been looking over your phone. I'm guilty of it. Glued to my phone. So my head's constantly down, my shoulders are hunched. It's just a great way to open up the shoulders, open up that chest. Take a final breath here, inhale. And exhale, perfect. Coming back onto your hands and knees. We're going to go into our wild child variation. So we're just going to bring ourselves almost into our child pose, but we're just going to bring our hands in towards the side. So you can place here, you can place your hands just in front of you. And just allow that neck to drop, that forehead to drop towards the mat. So you're not holding any tension there. You should be able to just shake the head, release any tension. And we're going to go on to our next variation. So holding onto the back of your head. You're just going to pull it in so you're really stretching the neck. You're going to bring that chin into the chest. Remember to breathe deeply. So I'm going to stay here for 4 full breaths. So inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Take a final breath in. And as you exhale, coming back up into your hero's pose, so just seated up. Perfect, taking a seat on your bum, just getting into a nice comfortable position, whether it's cross-legged or feet out in front of you. I'm going to do one final stretch today. So taking a deep inhale in, lift the hands up. We're going to again reach towards the ceiling. I'm going to drop that left hand down towards the side of you. And with your right hand, I want you to place it up and over the top of your head. So you're holding onto that left ear. And I want you to gently pull that ear away from the left shoulder. So this may be a deep enough stretch for you, or you can begin to walk out the fingertips. You're going to begin to feel that in the top of your arm, as well as your shoulder, your neck. You can always play around with this position as well, so moving the hands back and forth, depending on where you are tight. So you may be more tighter in the chest area, perhaps more in the back. So you'll feel a different sort of stretch. And then coming back towards the center, we're going to do that on the opposite side. So inhale, lifting both hands up. Exhale, bring the right hand down, left hand up and over the top of your head, holding onto that right ear and gently pulling that ear away from your shoulders, just walking the fingertips out towards the side as far as you can. And again, playing around with the position of your arm. So these are all movements that you can do together, or some of the movements you can do if you're at work, perhaps not the ones where you're laying down, but even some of these that you can do at your desk. It's so important to keep the muscles moving. You don't want to be in the same position for long periods of time. That causes a lot of damage, and it's usually when our muscle tissues begin to clump together, and that's when our knots are caused and we need massages. Perfect. And release. Just give your neck a little bit of a shake. Perfect. So we're just going to finish off this yoga sequence. Just really being grateful for our body, for all the things that it can do. So taking a deep inhale in, begin to lift the hands up towards the ceiling, bring the palms together in prayer position, and exhale, bring it down towards your heart, and then bowing down to yourself, giving yourself thanks for taking the time out today. Thank you so much for joining me. Namaste.